everyone! Thank you for joining me today in this wonderful Paletteful Packs unboxing. If you did not know, Paletteful Packs is a monthly subscription box. This is the premier pack, and I will have the information listed down below if you're interested in getting this yourself. Now, let's get into the goodies for this month. 1 year. Ooh, all right. I see something really fun right off the bat, but let's get out the card so I can go through what everything costs when I pull it out. And here is our cute sticker. Oh, it's a kitty cat with, it's like a little Christmas cat. How adorable. We have Daniel Smith Artist's Materials. Now this looks like a watercolor palette. You know what? I think the universe is trying to send me a message that I should like watercolor, even though I am refusing to. I think that's what the message is by this. All right, we have the Daniel Smith Folding Palette, and this appears to be an empty palette, and it is $7.99. Let's crack this open. Ooh. Whew, well, that was a little bit of a bitch to get open, I tell you what. It looks like we have some half pans in there, but not a complete set. So I guess we have to buy some more half pans to put in there. Okay, but yeah, we can make our own little customized watercolor palette. Oh, and more Daniel Smith masking fluid with applicator. Masking fluid is great. You don't have to just use it with watercolors. You can use it with all kinds of things. I use it for many projects. All right, let's see what this costs. The Daniel Smith masking fluid and 5-tip applicator system. Oh, yeah. Okay, we've got 5 extra tips back there. Okay, so it says these are all fine tip points, which it really comes in handy. I have just a bottle and a brush, and every time I use my masking fluid, I think I ruin my brush. And sometimes it's hard to get little fine details, so that's going to be very convenient for me. I think I'm going to like that a lot. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how much this guy costs. This is $13.03. Okay, I see me a brush in the box. We all know I love my brushes, so I don't have to buy them myself. All right, what is this one? Sterling Studio Round, number 6. The little card says this brush is $4.20 and it is ideal for watercolors and acrylics. Well, we might as well just take this off. Looks very nice. Okay. And then I think these were the same festive crinkles we had in the actual December box. What do we have here? All right, these are interesting colors. We have Mayan Blue Genuine, Rose of Ultramarine, Viridian. These are all Daniel Smith watercolors. Now, I am not a watercolor expert by any means, but I have heard through the grapevine, through other artists, that the Daniel Smith watercolors are pretty good quality. So I guess if I have to use them, why not use the best? And M. Graham. Is that the other one that people like? I can't remember. So these are kind of fun colors. These are not our traditional primary colors, per se, but I like that. And why is because most people already have the primary colors covered, right? If you have any watercolors at all, you have red, yellow, and blue, right? And probably a white and a black. So I like getting maybe something a little different, especially this Rose of Ultramarine, which looks like a violet. Maybe more of a teal. Viridian, that's a pretty green. So we have maybe... This is a secondary color anyway. So yeah, I kind of like getting the weird colors because I'm sure I have the primary colors and watercolors. This is a nice complement to a watercolor collection, I think. Oh my goodness, I just looked up the prices. All right, this little guy by itself is $12.60. Gosh, is that how much watercolor is? Yes. this little tube is $12.60. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one is $11.01. And this one is $9.42. The last thing in our box is a Strathmore 400 series watercolor paper pad, 5 by 5.5 by 8.5. 12 sheets. This is $4.55. It says it is white and it is a cold press surface, which I like getting. I like getting smaller pads and stuff. Anyway, so that looks very nice. Well, it was kind of a fun box for watercolor, and maybe it's because we got some fun colors in this masking fluid I'm pretty excited about. I like the idea of making my own palette. Since I don't use watercolors that much, I might fill it with gouache. So we'll see. But anyway, let's do some swatching so you can see what this box is all about. So I'm making my little swatch card, and I wanted to use this masking fluid and have it dry before I went in, and I'm having a hell of a time with this masking fluid. I'm getting bubbles constantly, and so I even I squirted out a whole bunch and tried to get all the bubbles out. Still didn't work, and then I held it upside down for about 2 minutes, and I'm still getting little bubbles. Am I doing something wrong? Yeah, I don't know. That's not very good if you're trying to make a precise line. Anyway, it says to immediately rinse this tip out with the warm water, and that's what I'm going to do while this dries. Okay, so it's been a very long time, and some of our gloppy spots are still wet. It's taking forever to dry. Now, the normal little dots, those dried pretty quick, but our little gloppy areas are still a little tacky, so we're going to try to work around them because I'd like to get this done. All right, let's first get this pretty. It says rose, but it's like a deep purple. All right, that Viridian. Okay. So aren't those pretty? I think those are very pretty colors. So let's try not to make a mess over here. Right now, this is my watercolor seems to be dry, so I'm going to take off this masking fluid. I didn't know if that would work or not, but usually your fingers are pretty good to do this with. But sometimes you can smudge things depending on what medium you're working with. You got oils and stuff on your hands, so you could disrupt what's underneath here. You can take an eraser too. Yeah, I'm gonna have some problems with this sticker stuff. There we go. All right, that took a little bit of work, but I got it to come off, and this is the concept behind masking fluid. Oop, there's some more. Yeah, I had some trouble with getting too much on my paper. I'm not sure how to control the bubbles in that. I usually use a little bottle of it with a paintbrush, so I never have that kind of goopy problem. But it might just be user error, and maybe just set it upside down in another container until all the bubbles rise to the top, and just let it, just if you know you're going to use it, just set it upside down for like 10-15 minutes. Maybe that would help. I'm going to try that the next time. Anyway, here are our colors and our swatches of these pretty watercolors. Now this is what I did. I wanted to show you. I went ahead and filled this little palette with some other colors. I did a little swatch up here. So up here are our 3 new Daniel Smith colors, and I was checking my little stash, and I had these random Daniel Smith colors. So we have a green, blue, and another yellow. And then down here, I think this is M. Graham. This is a titanium white. And then these might just be Winsor & Newton, a blue and a yellow. They were just one-off random ones. So I decided to put it in here in this palette. And then over here, I have some gouache, a black, and just some other random colors I had in tubes that I thought would work in here. And I think I don't have a single red. I have reds and palettes, but I don't have a single red for this little guy. So I might get a reddish color for over here to complete my little one-off palette. All right, well, this is all these materials and my little, this came from Sketchbox. This is my art supply journal. This is where I keep track of my sketchbook stuff and my Paletteful packs. Last year, for half the year, I decided to keep track of who won what month, and they both tied. So this is a new, fresh year. I think I'm going to do a little different. I'm actually going to take my cards and just cut them out and do little swatches. This is just to show the colors we got in it, not to show how horrible I am at watercolor. This is just to display these colors. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. Let me know down below if you watch my sketchbook videos. I will put a link up here, what box you thought won for this month. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my unboxings, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!